that leaves Algeria extraordinarily in the hands of a caretaker government until elections in 3 months and with no successor in sight. However, protesters made quickly clear that they would accept no new president from Le Pouvoir, the popular nickname for the entrenched establishment of elderly veterans, business tycoons, and National Liberation Front, FLN, party functionaries. Ali Benflies, a former head of the ruling FLN party, said other leading figures should also quit, naming Abdelkader Ben Salah, chairman of the upper house who is standing in for Bouteflika for 90 days, interim premier Noureddin Bedoui and constitutional council head Taïb Belay. Algeria's streets were quiet on Wednesday, but the next test for the interim rulers looms on Friday, the day of the weekly mass marches since February 22. Bouteflika's exit is seen only as a first gesture for young Algerians demanding jobs in a country where 1 in every 4 under the age of 30 is unemployed in a highly statused, undiversified economy dependent on oil and gas exports. Corruption and cronyism. The outpouring of dissent is also over systemic cronyism that has seen Algeria effectively run by Bouteflika's brothers, tycoons, and ex-military intelligence officers since he suffered a stroke in 2013 and largely vanished from view, analysts say. Protests were initially ignited by Bouteflika's plan to seek a 5th mandate in elections this month, since postponed, but the agenda broadened to calls for root and branch change. The top priority for any successor would be to liberalize the economy, shifting away from an expensive but unproductive welfare state, and create jobs for young people who comprise almost 70% of the population. The North African country has almost no foreign debt burden, but its hard currency reserves have halved to $70 billion since 2014 due to a slide in volatile oil and gas prices. Definitely the top priority is to address economic issues to diversify away from oil and gas revenues, said one analyst who spoke on condition of anonymity. One name with an economic background respected by many protesters who has emerged as a potential successor is Ahmed Ben Bedour, who served as prime minister under Bouteflika before resigning over lack of progress on reforms. He is a technocrat with no ties to political parties, though he is also in his 70s like many senior Algerian officials. Earlier this week, in a sign of Bouteflika's imminent political demise, authorities seized the passports of a dozen politically connected businessmen under investigation for alleged corruption. One of them, Bouteflika loyalist Ali Haddad, has taken into custody, Annahar TV reported on Wednesday. Western powers, some of which had demanded a peaceful solution, will be relieved at Bouteflika's departure, valuing stability in the OPEC oil producer, which is also a key gas supplier for Europe and partner in fighting Islamist militants. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said he looks forward to a peaceful and democratic transition process that reflects the wishes of the Algerian people, a statement said.